Hey everybody, this is Rev J with Rev J Rides. We are rolling into Oklahoma, as you can see right there, and it is storming. Man, I don't know what to expect, but the clouds are looking serious. We're starting to get into some areas where at least there's some breaks in the clouds now. It's looking a little better now. The first little bit was rough. Even looked like as we got close to Oklahoma that we were seeing a possible tornado forming. It was crazy. But much better now. Maybe we've got some smooth sailing here. Oklahoma has some neat little towns along Route 66. To be honest with you, I believe we rode more of Route 66 in Oklahoma than any other state. There's different segments of Route 66, like there's a pre-29 version and a post-29 version. They moved it around a little bit, and you're going to see we're going to be on some very narrow roads. We're going to be on some concrete roads, some blacktop roads, but all those different roads were used as Route 66 at different times. It's interesting though, all these neat little towns along the way. You know how I feel about these neat little towns. There's a town called Chandler, Oklahoma, that was a really neat town. I'd recommend anybody go there if you like those old school, old-timey looking towns. If you want to reminisce about the good old days, I enjoy that. There are times when we would see a lot of clouds and see some rain. We were in and out of the rain for a while. Looky here, there's the blue whale. Look what we found. The blue whale of Catoosa. That's iconic. Everybody that travels Route 66 has to stop at the blue whale. I don't know that anything else ever took place at Catoosa, but it's got the blue whale though, that's for sure. Used to you could go swimming there. I don't know if you can swim there anymore. Not sure. Pretty cool little place though. We got back out on the interstate, which by the way, sometimes the interstate is what's Route 66. And you see there, that's the glass house. That's the only McDonald's that is actually over the top of the interstate. We just stopped at McDonald's for breakfast. Don't laugh at us. And while we were there, I met this young lady who was waiting on us. She seemed a little nervous. Turned out she was pretty new there at McDonald's. But we had a chance to pray with her. And let me tell you, when we prayed with her, she was really moved. And just a neat young lady, and I'm just praying for her best right now. Join me if you will. If you like little old historic towns, how about this one? Reno. Definitely worth a stop, worth a look through. They had a trolley that ran through here. I doubt that it still runs. I don't know.Maybe it does, but we didn't see a trolley, but you can see the tracks here in the center of town. Imagine being in this town, say, 100 years ago, and that trolley running through here so people could go shopping and do business and everything. Really a neat little town. If you're on Route 66, do not bypass Reno. It is worth taking a look. Very cool. You know me, this is the kind of stuff that I like. Much better than the interstate. Are you kidding me? The interstate might be quicker, and I get on it to make some time sometimes. But the interstate is usually not very interesting. This little side trip here in Reno is worth the turn. Here's one of the original little sections. These lanes are very narrow. It's got a little curb on each side right here. The lanes are actually only 9 foot. Most driveways are wider than that these days. We stopped by and looked into the Cherokee Trading Post a little bit. Took a look at what they had around there. That's worth a stop. Obviously, this isn't a live buffalo. We did see some, though. Then we moved on down the road. We wound up stopping in Elk City at the Route 66 National Museum. It's really worth the stop. They've got a lot of cool stuff here. There's more than one museum on Route 66, but if you're going to stop at one, I really think this would be the one that you'd like to stop at most. Really cool exhibits. Old motorcycles, old cars. We were hired as soda jerks while we were there. I had never heard of a soda jerk, but that refers to you jerking that little lever back so you can get the soda. I'm probably a little more at home here in this old church. Yeah, that suits me a little better than being a soda jerk. That's a better fit. There you go. Here's an old schoolhouse. Look at that old rock schoolhouse. That would have been indicative of what you would see here in Oklahoma in some of these small towns. Then we got back out on the road. We weren't far from the state line after leaving that museum. We did see a few other things, but there's that Texas state line. All right, Oklahoma's done. It's over now for us. We're in Texas. Hey guys, do me a favor and hit like, share, and subscribe. That'd help me out a bunch. And I do ask that you would pray for that young lady from the McDonald's.